Hello children, welcome back to your computer class. In the last class, I just said you the introduction to the computers, wherein you learnt parts of computer like monitor, keyboard, CPU, mouse, printer, speakers also. So in monitor, you know what is a monitor, you learnt what is a keyboard, what is a CPU. In CPU, you learnt what is ALU, that's your arithmetic logic unit, what is CU, that's your control unit, what is MU, that's your memory unit, keyboard, what are the different types of key which are available in your keyboard, like your alphabet keys, number keys, punctuation keys, function keys, and all those things. And different keys which are available using the shift key, caps lock key, cursor control key, space bar key, enter key, delete key, backspace key, and mouse clicking, right click and left click. Yes, so you learned all these things. And other hardware devices, printer, scanner, joystick, light pen, okay, all these things I think. And computer software also. What is a software? Software is a set of instructions that helps the computer to run. Fine. So these things we have discussed, and notes I'll be sending it to you of the first topic so that you can complete it. Now we'll be moving on to the second topic, that's your GUI operating system. That's your GUI operating system. GUI operating system. Fine children. So what is this GUI? GUI is nothing but graphical user interface. The full form is graphical user interface. Graphical user interface. What is this graphical user interface? So once you turn on the computer, you will be seeing many changes which takes place on the screen. Okay, and that is because of the graphics. Okay, that's because of the graphics. Like you can change the wallpaper, changing the screen paper, you can see different icons on different images, clock, gadgets, all these things are the graphics which works. Fine, so that's the graphics. User, the one who uses it. Yes, like me using the computer, so I am the user. You using the system is you are the user. Interface means nothing but communicator. What is interface? Interface is nothing but communicator. Andre graphics na use ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋ user, interface andre communicate ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋದು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? I am communicating with the system with the help of the graphics. Understand children? That's the graphics. So how does this work actually? How does this work actually? We'll see that. Did you understand what is GUI? GUI is graphical user interface. Graphics na use ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಷ್ಟು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Then next one is operating system. What is this operating system? Last class you learned what is CPU. What is CPU called as? It is called as the brain of the computer. Does everyone ask the brain? Why do you use your brain? Why do you use your brain, children? To think. Very good. You use your brain to think. In the same way, operating system, it helps to think and process. Okay, it helps to think and process. So operating system definition, when you tell operating system definition, what you are supposed to write? Operating system is a software which acts as an interface, between the user and system. Okay children, I'll repeat once again. Operating system is a software which acts as an interface between the user and the system. What is software? Last class I had said you what is software. What is software children? How many of you remember? Can you tell what is a software? Set of instruction which runs on the computer. Set of instruction which runs on the computer. Fine. So now what is an operating system? Operating system is a software which acts as an interface. Interface, what I said? A communicator between the user and the system. System gu user gunu madhya iro interface athwa communicate madadene ee operating system. Operating system is a software which acts as an interface between the user and system. Did you understand this? Yes. Now you all know what is operating system. Now we will be seeing in depth what is GUI. What is GUI? What is an interface? First we will be seeing what is an interface. An interface is a surface along which two different elements interact with each other. Interface means two different elements interact with each other. Understood children? Two different elements interacting with each other. Two different elements interaction means communicating with each other is called as interface. Understood? So two different elements which are interacting with each other is called as an interface. Now I think you will know what is GUI. Yes, now I think you will know what is GUI. So what is a GUI? It is, you know, the full form is graphical user interface. What is this GUI? Okay. What does it actually contains? It contains the pictures, icons, okay, pictures, icons, windows, menus and graphics. Okay, when I ask you a question, what does the GUI contain or what does it have? You can tell GUI contains the pictures, icons, windows, menus and graphics. Understand children? So this is what the GUI contains. Then what is this GUI? GUI is a new technology. GUI is new technology. It is new technology. Then before GUI, people used CLI. People were using CLI. What is CLI? Command line interface. Okay children, command line interface. GUI is graphical user interface. This is the new technology. CLI is command line interface. This was the old technology which was being used. In GUI you have pictures, icons, windows, menus and graphics. We'll see what you had in CLI, in command line interface. So what he tells, in a command line interface you can get things done by typing in commands. Okay, now in single click or right click or doing double click, you usually go or open an app or do the documents or the data or the information, whatever you want. But whereas in CLI, you were supposed to type the commands. You were supposed to type the commands. For example, adding two numbers means you can give in GUI. In GUI, directly you can give 2 plus 2 equals to. You will get the output. This is an example. Whereas in CLI, you had to give the commands like add A, add B, sum C, print sum C. Okay, add A is equal to 2, B is equal to 2, sum is equal to C is equal to 4. This would be the working. Which one is easy, children? Is this easy or this one is easy? Which is very easy? Yes, GUI is very easy. Now you understood? In CLI, you used to give the commands and then do the work. Okay? But whereas in graphical user interface, what you do? You directly do the work. You directly do the work. Understood, children? Yes. We'll see the advantages and disadvantages of CLI and GUI. Okay? I'll just tell you. So, GUI only advantages and disadvantages we'll see. CLI, renaming them, giving them the commands was too difficult. Okay? But whereas in GUI, it is very easy to use. As it is very easy to use, there are some advantages also, there are some disadvantages also. We'll see what they are. So this type of user interface is easy to use, especially for the beginners. If they are a beginner, if they have to start a program or something, so GUI is very easy to use. GUI, it is easy to use. Easy to use. Next one. What's the next one? It is easy to explore and find your way around the system. Easy to explore. Easy to explore. Next one. You do not have to learn complicated commands. No complicated commands. No complicated commands. Then next one. Then let you exchange data between different software application. You can exchange data. Exchange data. Okay. So children, these are the advantages of GUI. What are the advantages of GUI? It is easy to use. It is easy to explore. No complicated commands are used and exchange of data is possible. Exchange of data is possible. Understood? Then, what are the disadvantages? We will see the disadvantages now. They take up larger space, okay, in the hard disk drive. They take up the larger space in the hard disk drive. Then next one, they need significantly more memory. They need more memory. More memory. Next one, they use more processing power than other types of interface. They use more processing power. More processing power. Next one. Most of the GUI based operating system are expensive. So they are expensive. So let's repeat, children. I want everybody to repeat with me. GUI disadvantages are they take larger space, they take more memory and more processing power, and they are expensive. What are the advantages? Easy to use. There is no need of writing the commands. Then no complicated commands. Then it finds its own way to explore. Then it lets you exchange the data from one software application to the other software application. Understood, children? The advantages and disadvantages? Fine. We'll be moving on to the next one. What is the Windows 7? What is the Windows 7? or the Windows screen. So once you turn on the computer, you get a screen. Yes, there will be some image, and here you will be able to see password. Yes children, you will be able to see password. So what is that? It is an operating system which runs on your computer. It helps you to do a lot of work on the computer. Okay, it somewhat looks like this. Once you turn on the system, so it looks like this. Password, if you have given some password, once you click on that password, your Windows screen will open. How does your Windows screen look? We'll see now how your Windows screen will look. So once you give the password, you enter. So these are the icons. We'll see what are icons. This is called as the taskbar. Fine. Taskbar, you will have a start button here. You'll have a start button here. Here you will be having date, okay, and time, date and time, and you'll have other notifications like sound, echo and all. Fine. Understand children? This is how it looks. Yes, we'll see what it is. This whole thing is called as desktop. This whole thing is called as desktop. Repeat with me and concentrate. Don't get distracted. Got it? This whole screen is called as desktop. These are called as icons. My computer, recycle bin, documents, my drive, all those things will be there. So these are called as icons. We'll go each and every one. What are icons? Small pictures on the desktop screen are called as icons. What do you tell? Small pictures on the desktop screen are called as icons. Again I'll repeat. Small pictures, I'll write it here only. Small pictures on desktop screen. Small pictures on desktop screen are called as icons. Understand children? This is desktop. This one is your start button. What do you call this? Start button. This one is your start button. Here you have date and time. Date and time. Got it? This strip, bottom strip is called as taskbar. Taskbar. Understand? The bottom strip of the Windows screen or the desktop screen. The bottom strip of the desktop screen is called as taskbar. What is an icon? Small pictures on desktop screen are called as icons. Small pictures on desktop screen are called as icons. Then what is a taskbar? Bottom strip of the desktop screen is called as taskbar. You can see date and time, system notification area. You right hand corner, you also call it as system notification area. System notification area. Here you will have start button. Once you click on the start button, you'll get quick launch bar. Quick launch bar. Understand children? Are you getting my point? Icons, small pictures on desktop screen are called as icons. Taskbar, bottom strip of the desktop screen is called as the taskbar. Right hand corner of your desktop screen is called as the system notification area, where you can change the volume, date and time. Okay, it tells you. Then start button. Once you click on the start button, it helps to open the quick launch bar, wherein whichever application you want, you can choose that application. Understood children? Till here did you understand? So what are visible for you on the desktop screen is your one, it's your desktop, that's the wallpaper or the background what you see. Then icons, which are called as small pictures on the desktop screen. Then taskbar, bottom strip of the desktop screen. Start button, which helps you start the programs with the help of the quick launch bar. Then right hand corner is your system notification area, wherein you will have the date and time and volume, Wi-Fi signals, all those things. Understand, children? Then what are the components on the desktop? So what are the components on the desktop? First one is your icons. Then desktop background. Desktop background, it is called as desktop background. Is called as wallpaper. You can change it also, children. You can change it. Then the next one is the taskbar. What are the components of the desktop screen? If a question is being asked, you are supposed to tell components of the desktop screen are icons, background of the desktop, then taskbar. What are the components of the desktop screen? You are supposed to tell icons, background of the desktop and taskbar. Understood, children? This is what you are supposed to tell. Then what else is present? Clock in the system notification area. This is also present in the desktop screen only, components of the desktop. Clock. Then after clock you will have the start button. After that you will be having the start button. Okay, children? Did you understand? Then once you click on the start button, till here did you understand? Let me tell. What are the components of the desktop? Icons, start button, taskbar, clock, date and time, background. Okay, background of the desktop, or you call it as wallpaper. Till here I understood? Fine. Now we will be seeing, once you click on the start button, what is the available option. Okay, what is the available option? So this is the start button. Once you click on the start button, quick launch bar, as I said, quick launch bar will open. Here you will have different applications where you can see them. Understood? At the end you will be having the option run. Okay. Click on the option all programs. Click on the option all programs. In all programs you will be clicking search program and files. There you will be, whichever file you want, you will write that name, then you will click on the option run. Run. So that is how you are supposed to use the run option. It is to search the file and run the application. Search the file and run the application. First you are supposed to click on the start button, then click on all programs, then click on search programs and files, then third option will be, the last option will be run. Then that application will start to run. Okay, type the name of the program which you want and click on the OK button. Understood, children? So this is what you are supposed to do. Next we'll be seeing how do you shut down your computer. Directly will you shut down the computer? No, you're not supposed to do that. So how to shut down the computer? Follow the points, whatever I tell. So this is the taskbar. Click on the start button again. Click on the start button. Okay. Click on start button. At the bottom of the quick launch bar, you will be having you will be getting the option shut down. You will be getting the option shut down. Okay, then you are supposed to click on it. Understood, children? Click on the start button. Then once you click on the start button, right hand corner, right hand itself, you will be getting the option shut down in the quick launch bar menu. Click on the shutdown option. The system will shut down. Understood? Now switch off the power button. Okay, after that power button you have to switch off. Then turn off the UPS also. Switch off the power supply also, and the at last main power supply. Main power supply. Okay, children. So click on, how do you shut down the system? Click on the start button. At the right hand itself, click on the shutdown. System will shut down. Then cut the power. Like cut means turn off the power. Then turn off the UPS. Then turn off the main power. Understood, children? Understood? So this is how you shut down the system. Then next we will be moving on to gadgets. Now you have got to know what is an icon. What is an icon? Small pictures on the desktop screen are called as icon. Now you will be seeing what are gadgets. What are gadgets? Fine. Gadgets are the tools which are used to see the information in an easy way. What are gadgets? Tools to see information in an easy way. In an easy way. Understand, children? In an easy way. Understand? Example I'll give you so that you will get very easily. Clock. Clock. Weather. Weather. Calendar. Calendar. Calculator. Very good. Calculator. Okay. So these are picture puzzles. Okay. These are few of the gadgets what you use in the computer. Understand? Which are available in the computer. In your mobile phone also you might be seeing different gadgets, like you'll be having different apps. So those are called as gadgets in the computer. What are gadgets? Tools to see the information in an easy way. So once you click on the calendar, which date, which day, which month, it shows to you. Yes or no? Yes. Once you click on the clock, it shows you the exact time. Either it is in the afternoon or in the morning or evening or night. It shows you the time. Weather, whether it's going to rain, whether it's partly cloudy, or what it is, it's too hot, the temperature is high. So the weather forecasting at that moment you can see. So these are the calculator to do the simple calculations and complex calculations also. At that particular moment you can use the calculator. Understood, children? Understood what are gadgets? So gadgets means tools to see the information in an easy way. Tools to see the information in an easy way. For example, clock, weather, calendar and calculator. So in this second chapter, I'll just revise what all you have learned. Okay. So first you learnt about operating system. First you learnt about operating system. So what is an operating system? Operating system is a software which acts as an interface between the user and the system. Between the user and the system. Then you got to know what is GUI. What is GUI? GUI is your graphical user interface. Interface is, it's the interaction between two elements. It's the interaction between the two elements is interface. So graphics, what are the graphics? The pictures, menus, icons, whatever you see on the desktop screen and to move around, that's the GUI. What are the advantages? So before this, what was used? CLI was used, command line interface, wherein commands were being given to use the or run the system. What is GUI? Advantages: it is easy to use, there is no complicated commands, and you can explore the system very easily. Whereas the disadvantages are, it takes larger space, more memory, power is more, and processing power is also more. So that's the advantages and disadvantages what you have seen. Then you got to know the Windows screen. So what all is available? Icons on the desktop screen. What all are the available things? Icons, taskbar, start button, system notification area, quick launch bar, then the desktop background. So what are icons? Icons are small pictures on the desktop screen. Small pictures on the desktop screen. What is a taskbar? The bottom strip of the desktop screen is called as the taskbar. You have start button also, and the system notification area, you have the clock also. When I ask you a question, what are the components of desktop, what you will tell? Components of desktop are, one is background of the desktop, icons, okay, clock, start button, taskbar. So these are the components of the desktop. Then you got to know how to shut down the system. How to shut down the system. How do you shut down the system? It's very simple. Click on the start button, then right side click on the shutdown option, then the system will shut down. How do you run the file? Click on the start button, click on all programs, select all programs, then in all programs give the name and file of the folder or the name of the file, then click on the option run. That particular application will run, or it will open up. Okay, that's the use of the run command. That's the use of the run command. Then the last one was your gadgets. So what are gadgets? Gadgets are small tools or tools used to see the information quickly, used to see the information in a easy way. Examples for gadgets are clock, weather, calculator and calendar. Understood, children? Hope you all have understood the second chapter. Fine. Question answers and the exercises, I'll be sending the notes to you. I want you to revise the chapter once. Okay? I want everybody to do it. Understood? If you know the answers, try to attempt the exercises part, the grammar part, whatever is there. Okay? Like multiple choice question in your textbook itself, and write it in pencil. Don't use your pen or anything. And once I send you the answers, you can cross check them and put it to your notes. Understood, children? Okay. We'll meet you up in the next class. Until then, take care.